Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. I am Zephyr from Robin and Zeph, and this is the first time I've done the intro for our videos, like officially. You might notice something missing or something different, but most notably something missing, and that is our Monday video for DSP is
Your mission is
not
to infiltrate Giga City and halt the activities of
it's not up,
Epsilon's
and
organization,
that's because
Rebellion.
we were kind of busy this past
I'm
weekend.
afraid the team that went in before you has likely perished.
So that's basically what's been going on. Saturday, Robin was busy with stuff, and Sunday, we were busy restreaming Phil. So you could consider that your Monday video if you want. But the reason I wanted to do this video is because I wanted to have something for Monday, and I just sort of forgot. So today we're going to be playing Megaman X Command Mission, a game that some of you, maybe all of you have never heard of. And it's basically Megaman X, but as a turn-based RPG. I decided I'm just gonna do a quick video, unedited and all that, and just sort of talking, update y'all real quick, and just have some fun playing this game. Because this is one of my favorite games, a game of one of my childhood. Well, okay, a game of my childhood, not one of my childhoods. Let me make that clear. Let me just save. So basically the plot is we have to infiltrate Giga City because there's been some sightings of certain Mavericks, and we have to like capture him before, or eliminate him before he does something bad or something like that. So that's what we're doing right now. This game's pretty simple, at least for the beginning. It gets a bit more complex later on, and that's just the way things are. Triangle is to dash, simple controls. Dashing doesn't do anything except break some those little diamond things. Right now I'm just activating a lab terminal, and Zero's telling me how to do things. And Shadow's here. We don't have Axel right now, and there's a reason for that, I guess, but instead we have Shadow, and he's obviously not gonna betray us. Game's simple. You take turns. Bottom right turn shows the turn order. Enemies usually go first sometimes, though it depends on your speed. Square and circle are your sub-weapons. They use your weapon energy, which is found right here, the 35%, and it's also represented by the gauge. And X is your regular attack, which doesn't cost anything, it's just your basic attack. And sometimes you get items, and like tank energy, and tank energy is used to... You can use it either in battle to restore your health, or you can use it outside of battle to restore your party's health, and that's Loud Rain. I tested out the sounds beforehand, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem, but if it is, I'll remedy that for the next time. But I'm hoping there's a good balance between the two. I'm actually about to go to an interview soon, so I decided, no, I should make a quick video for you guys on Monday. For Monday, I should say. Just completely unedited, just raw gameplay, just, you know, but, you know, remove the dead air. I'm kidding, but basically Zero's telling me to investigate this room, and we find pods for other Mavericks we'll meet in the game. So this is Wild Django, this is Dr. Psyche, and this would be Silverhorn, and that's Mechgentra. So we're just explaining to Zero, hey, there's 4 pods here that have been open. The usual, and Zero's like, hey, there's 4 pods here too. And they're all empty, which means that they're all awakened, and bad things are about to happen, and we don't want that, so we have to stop it. And here we just dash through. We got some money there, that's our currency up top left. So yeah, there probably won't be much Resident Evil 5 this week. It'll be on Thursday if we do get one, because I have been very busy with like personal stuff, and also like I have an interview like I said, and then I've been trying to script the next part of my Resident Evil project. Things will be a lot smoother once I'm done with like the entirety of that project, which will be fine. I'm hoping I can get that done by next Saturday, hopefully. I know I keep moving the whatchamacallit, the deadline. A lot of things just happen, you know, life happens sometimes. That's fine. Life always happens. Always have to take care of yourself first. Always take care of yourself first. And what the game was demonstrating there was how to use action triggers. And basically how that works is if you have 50% or more weapon energy, or WE, you can use your R2 button, which activates your active action trigger, and every character has a different one. So it tells us to press X, but basically we want to hold X and it'll charge up a charge shot up to the amount of weapon energy that you have. So if I want to just kill everything right there, I can. But sometimes it messes up the turn order, or messes up the speed, depending on what you are, depending on the action trigger. So here we have Scarface and Epsilon. So basically, they're two elite Reploids, and Zero's just confirming that two more elite Reploids are awake, which basically confirms 8 Mavericks and 4 elite Reploids, including Epsilon. So, and what's ironic about that is later on in the game you only fight, I believe, 6 of the awakened Reploids, but the other 2, one of them is actually, like, there's not really any confirmation on this, but one is allegedly a secret boss, the Rafflesia or whatever, and the other one is a boss that you fight in the last level. But again, it might not be confirmed, it might be, I don't know, but that's my theory anyway. Grab that tank energy, even though I don't need it, I'm at full. Melt missile, very good skill, or at least a good starter one. Let's see. So how sub weapons work is you can get sub weapons throughout the entire game, and they do different things. So this one has a power of 40 and costs 10, and this one has a power of 30 but costs 15. So it's weaker but costs more, but it has a chance to lower shields by 10%. And shield basically determines damage from shot skills, so Megaman's X-Buster, for example. And armor is for combat skills, such as Zero's Z-Saber. So basically, you want X to have Melt Missile because of the chance to lower shields by 10%, which means you gain like if it's going the way I want it to, if my logic is correct, then you get basically a 10% damage increase. And here we have to, here we have to synchronize our timing. Basically, Zero will send 3 signals, and on the third one we press the button. And then that should be it. Not synchronized, what the hell? Alright, let's try this again. Okay, was that 3? Yes, synchronized. So you have to do it when the third one hits. And now we're just gonna get, well, no cutscene, alright. But we are going to get a new enemy. The game puts us in a new instance where a new enemy shows up. we've activated the security protocol apparently. Now this enemy is kind of tough, so you want to be careful. In-game just warning me I have low HP, so you can press triangle to go into our little menu. We can defend, we can go into hyper mode, we can use items that we pick up. Some heal status effects, some deal damage, and some do some recover, you know, revives. That's the word I was looking for. I was staring straight at it. Sub tanks, though, sub tanks are very interesting in this game. Your healing is basically limited to how much of your sub tank you have. You can get them many different ways by defending enemies or just collecting them in general. But in this case, we only have up to 200%, and that will increase as the game goes on, and you can get more outside of that too. The numbers mean that this increases HP 25%, 50%, or fully recover, and this is how much of the percentage is used. So if we want to heal 50%, and of course you can apply it to your whole party for even more percentage. But let's say I want to heal X for 50%, we can do that. And he's healed by 320. And he'll attack for 95. He's pretty weak. These starting enemies are pretty weak. Now if we want to do hyper mode, we totally can. Hyper mode is basically your ultimate form. Every character you get has one, and they can use it for a certain amount of rounds. Some have more, some have less. I think X has the most, and that can be increased through special items. You can technically farm them, but they're a bitch to get. So let's just go hyper mode and use X fire. Not gonna lie, this is actually one of my favorite armors for X. And now, as you can see, he gets new abilities. He also gets a new action trigger, which works similarly to his previous one, except it deals damage to a single target instead of, you know, every target. But it's technically more powerful. So we can power charge for 30 weapons energy, which I think increases your damage by 25%, I think. And it can be stacked twice. So if you had another power charge, you can definitely power charge twice for 60 weapons energy and just use regular attack. But as you can see, he's significantly stronger, which is nice. And I got some new stuff. X Heart and Life Energy 100. And that's just teaching me how Force Metal works. That's what we were just given. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So Force Metal is basically your accessories. Oh, that's the doorbell. Anyways, I'll go over the rest later, so yeah, see ya.